Oh, lo, lo. We have been standing at the edge of every room we never crossed, counting all the warmer places, adding up what waiting cost. But the floor beneath us hums already, and the low end finds my chest. And the dark is not a sentence, it is only where we rest. No need to drive to somewhere cold, no need to earn the right to glow. The spark was always in our pockets, we were just too scared to know. So I feel it in my knuckles, and the beat says here, it says now. Not a someday, not a maybe. Light it here and show me how. No more later, no more leave, no more saving up the spot. We can set this whole floor glowing, we can answer back the dark. Light it where we stand, not some other place. Right here in the cold, with the dark in our face. We waited for a kinder room so long, we almost turned to stone. Light it where we stand, let it spread, warm in the hands, gold in the head. Just a floor and a beat and a fire. We can finally call our own. Oh, let it climb. Ooh, let it climb. Right here this time. Ooh, let it climb. The dark coming bright. Nobody saved a brighter country, nobody held a closer seat. So we quit our waiting on the doorway, and we lit it on the street. Every winter that I bargained, every spring I said nah yet, was a room I left in shadow for a someday I'd regret. But the cold is in my fingers, and the warm is in the sound, and the only ground I ever own is this one rolling ground. So I dropped my soft apology for the heat I kept from view, and the whole floor leans to meet me like it knew it all was true. No more later, no more leave, no more saving up the spark. We can set this whole floor glowing, we can answer back the dark. Light it where we stand, not some other place. Right here in the cold with the dark in our face. We waited for a kinder room so long, we almost turned to stone. Light it where we stand, let it spread, warm in the hands, gold in the head. Just a floor and a beat and a fire. We can finally call our own. Ooh, let it climb. Right here this time. Ooh, let it climb. The dark coming bright. Funny how the place we stand in turns to gold once we begin. How the somewhere that we hungered for is always here within. We are not out chasing wildfire, we just want the floor to see that the ones who held the dark this long can be the ones to set it free. And the groove keeps rolling steady, and it teaches us to burn slow enough to keep it with us, hard enough to learn. Every wall we built for armor was a window painted shut. Now the night is leaning toward us, and there is nothing left to gut. Hear it knocking at the floorboards, low and golden shore. Braver than the careful years, older than the cure. Let the corners catch a little, let the shadows learn our name. We have been our own cold houses, we are done with playing tame. Light it now. Light it where we stand, not some other place. Right here in the cold with the dark in our face. Ooh, we wait for a kinder room so long, we almost turned to stone. Light it where we stand, let it spread, warm in the hands, gold in the head. Just a floor and a beat and a fire. We can finally call more somber, no more weight. This cold floor was the golden place. Light it, let it climb. And the room we never crossed is home. For years we treated nightfall like a door we weren't allowed to try.
Stood there on the cold side, waiting for a kind of strip of sky.
Thought somebody held them on and would lend it if we earned.
Thought the warm rooms were for others, and we take the leftover turn.
Then your knuckles found the timber, and you pressed them to the wood.
And the dark gave like a curtain that was never closed for good.
So we set our hands together on the night we used to dread.
And we pushed it and it opened, and the gold came in instead.
Open the night with me, no waiting for the dawn.
We don't borrow someone's morning,
we just lean on what we've drawn.
two pairs of hands, one rolling floor. The cold is turning sweet.
Open the night with me,
The whole dark at our feet. Push it wide,
come inside.
come inside.
Oh, push it
The
wide.
gold on the other side.
I had kept my evenings folded when my laughing turned down low.
And I kept my wanting buried like an ember in the snow.
I was sure the door was heavy, sure the latch had set in stone.
And I'd carried every nightfall like a thing I held alone.
But your shoulder found my shoulder,
And the baseline found my spine.
and the room that scared us single turns to ours the second we align.
So we quit our separate waiting, and we leaned into the sound.
And the night we used to flinch from is the gold we finally found.
No more knocking where the key. What we open, we get to keep. No more dawn we have to earn. We just step into the deep.
Open the night with me, no waiting for the dawn.
We don't borrow someone's morning.
We just lean on what we've drawn.
Two pairs of hands, one rolling floor. The cold is turning sweet.
Open the night with me,
The whole dark at our feet.
funny how a locked up evening turns to morning when it's shared.
How the night we used to flinch from is the one we should have dared.
We are not out chasing daylight, we just want this hour to know
That the two who held the quiet have a doorway they can throw.
and the groove keeps rolling under us, and it teaches us to stay
Wide enough to fit two people, warm enough to play.
every wall we built for shelter was a window painted black.
Now the night is leaning toward us, and there's nothing holding back.
Put your palm against the darkness,
And you feel it give some ground.
every fear we held in silence.
Comes apart inside the sound.
We have been our own closed houses, we are throwing back the door,
Hand in hand against the evening.
scared of nothing anymore. And the latch we never tested,
Was already coming loose.
open it now. dark was the open place.
Two of us against the evening, two of us inside the sound. And the evening let us through, and the cold was always around.
Open it,
Come inside, and the two of us are home.
I pressed myself down quiet, kept my wanting near the ground. Held my breath against the ceiling so the hurt would make no sound. Told the morning I was fine, and told the kettle I could wait. Let the heavy settle on me like it had to be my way. But the low end starts to gather, and it warms beneath my feet. And the thread of me goes climbing where the bass and rafters meet. I can feel it in my collarbone, the heat I try to hide. Coming loose and coming upward like it will not be denied. Something held too long is moving, something low begins to lift. And the quiet that I lived in starts to open like a gift. I rise like warm smoke off a low and steady fire. Slow at first, then all of me is climbing toward the higher. I was folded in the corner, I was ash that wouldn't glow. Now the heat I kept so hidden is the part of me that rose. Not a flame to scare the darkness, just a warmth that won't lie down. Quiet thing that learned to lift and wear the night just like a crown. Ooh, I'm rising slow. Ooh, watch me go. Ooh, I'm rising slow. The low turning gold. I was good at staying smaller, I was practiced at the still. Let my heat go cold for others till I half forgot the thrill. But a body keeps its embers even buried under stone. And the part of me that simmered always knew it wasn't done. So the baseline finds my breathing and my shoulders start to ease. And the smoke that is my wanting curls and lifts above my knees. I can barely hold it downward, I can hardly keep it low. It's the truest thing about me and it's choosing now to grow. Something held too long is moving, something low begins to lift. And the quiet that I lived in starts to open like a gift. I rise like warm smoke off a low and steady fire. Slow at first, then all of me is climbing toward the higher. I was folded in the corner, I was ash that wouldn't glow. Now the heat I kept so hidden is the part of me that rose. Not a flame to scare the darkness, just a warmth that won't lie down. Quiet thing that learned to lift and wear the night just like a crown. Ooh, I'm rising slow. Ooh, watch me go. Ooh, I'm rising slow. The low turning gold. I can feel it leaving slowly off the floor I call my own. All the years I spent in shadow, lifting off the bone. I have been my own cold ceiling, I have held my own self down. Now the warm in me is climbing and it will not touch the ground. And the part I thought was finished is the part that's rising true. Quiet ember, patient ember. All this time I never knew. I rise like warm smoke off a low and steady fire. Slow at first, then all of me is climbing toward the higher. I was folded in the corner, I was ash that wouldn't glow. Now the heat I kept so hidden is the part of me that rose. Not a flame to scare the darkness, just a warmth that won't lie down. Quiet was the thing that learned to grow.
I have worn this day so tightly, it is pressed into my skin. Every hour I held my shoulders like there was a war to win. Counted all the small disasters, kept them folded in my chest. Carried noon into the evening like a cold I couldn't rest. But the groove is low and patient, and it asks for nothing back. Just a weight up off your collar, just a little of the slack. So I let the morning loosen, let the afternoon unwind, and the day I grip so hard begins to slip and fall behind. I have been a careful keeper of the things that went unsaid. Every worry on a hook there, every deadline overhead. Thought that if I held them tightly, I could keep the floor from tilt. But a man can only carry so much power and so much guilt. Now the low end takes my breathing and it slows it to the beat, and the day comes off in pieces like the dust beneath my feet. I don't have to win the evening, I don't have to earn the calm. I can set the whole day down and let it cool inside my palm. Nothing left to prove tonight, nothing left to hold so tight. Just the warm beneath the heavy and the letting come to light. Let the day fall off your shoulders like a coat too heavy, warm. Let the hours you were brave and find the floor where they were born. You don't have to carry morning all the way into the dark. Let the day fall off and feel the warm come back up to the heart. It was never yours to shoulder, all that weight you never chose. Let the day fall off your body, let it pool around your toes. Ooh, let it fall. Ooh, off it all. Ooh, let it fall. Warm under it all. Funny how the day gets lighter, the same moment that you stop. How the holding was the heavy and the heavy was the prop. I was sure that if I dropped it, everything would hit the ground. Now I see the only weight there was the gripping all around, and the groove keeps rolling steady, and it teaches me to ease. How to let the hours wash off like the dust below the trees. Every hour I clench my jaw on is a thing I get to free, and the day rolls off my shoulders and it leaves the warm in me. Nothing left to prove tonight, nothing left to hold so tight. Just the warm beneath the heavy and the letting come to light. Let the day fall off your shoulders like a coat too heavy, worn. Let the hours you were brave and find the floor where they were born. You don't have to carry morning all the way into the dark. Let the day fall off and feel the warm come back up through the heart. It was never yours to shoulder, all that weight you never chose. Let the day fall off your body, let it pool around your toes. Brave and find the floor where they were born. You don't have to carry morning all the way into the dark. Let the day fall off and feel the warm come back up through the heart. It was never yours to shoulder, all that weight you never chose. Let the day fall off your body, let it pool around your toes. Let it fall. Oh, ooh, off it all. Oh, let it fall. battle, not a burden, just a cold I set aside. And the warm I thought I'd lost came up the moment that I sighed.
All my life I climbed for something that I thought was up above. Hear my chin against the high air, reaching past the things I love. Thought the one was in the summit, thought the answer lived up there. So I gripped the cold and bright of it and gasped the thinner air. But the low end starts to call me and it hums beneath the floor. And the deep is not a danger, it's a door I never tried before. So I stop my upward straining and I let the bottom hold. And the dark down here is softer and the dark down here is gold. Down where it's warm, down where the low end keeps me, down past the cold I climb, where nothing steep can reach me. I spend my whole life rising, sure the warmth was overhead. Turns out the heat was waiting at the bottom all instead. Down where it's warm, I finally set the climbing down. And the floor I feel is falling is the safest kind of ground. Going low, letting go down slow. Going low, where the warmth starts to grow. I have spent so long ascending, I forgot the ground was kind. Left the warmth that held me early for a height I had in mind. Told myself the peak would fix me, told myself just one more climb. And I missed the deep that loved me every quiet lower time. Now the bass is in my breastbone and it pulls me sweet and slow. And the bottom that I ran from is the only place I know. So I let my weight go downward like the stone into the deep. And the one comes up to meet me and his mind to finally keep. Nothing left to climb tonight, nothing higher I should be. Just the deep that always held me, just the low that sets me free. Down where it's warm, down where the low end keeps me, down past the cold I climb, where nothing steep can reach me. I spend my whole life rising, sure the warmth was overhead. Turns out the heat was waiting at the bottom all instead. Down where it's warm, I finally set the climbing down. And the floor I feared is falling is the safest kind of ground. Going low, letting go down slow. Going low, where the warmth starts to grow. I can feel it gather under me, the warm
I left behind. All the depth I caught of falling is the rest I couldn't find. I have spent my years above it, gripping nothing but the air. Now the bottom rises warm to me, and I am finally there. All the height I thought would save me only thin me to a thread. Now the deep is what's beneath me, and it cradles me instead. And the deep that I was scared of was the home I always had. The lowest place I ran from is the only ground that's glad. Down where it's warm, down where the low end keeps me. Down past the cold I climb, when nothing steep can reach me. Oh no, I spent my whole life rising, sure the warmth was overhead. Turns out the heat was waiting at the bottom all instead. Down where it's warm, I finally set the climbing down, and the floor I feet is falling is the safest kind of ground. Going low, letting go down slow. Going low, where the warm starts to grow. I went down where it was warm and I stopped reaching for the sky. All the climbing came to nothing and the bottom held me high. Not a falling, not a failing, just a deep that knew my name. The lowest ground I feared the most was where the warm became. We have run through every evening like there's something we couldn't miss.
Measured every quiet hour by the speed we crossed it with.
Thought the love was in the hurry, in the getting somewhere fast.
And we blur the parts that matter just to make the moment last.
But the groove down here is patient, and it asks us to slow down,
to unclench the hands we're holding and to set the rushing down.
So we breathe into the bass line and we let the clock go still.
And we hold it slow on purpose like we always said we will.
Hold it slow with me, no need to reach the end. The night is not a race we run, it's something we can spend. Put your weight against my weight
and let the hurry fall away.
Hold it slow with me,
let's stay inside this day.
We were always somewhere going, always one step out the door. Hold this slow with me, and let it ask for nothing more.
Oh, hold it slow.
Nowhere left to go.
Nowhere left to go.
Oh, hold it slow.
Just the warm and the low.
I have loved you in a hurry, in the cracks between the days.
Caught your hand and dropped it quickly like the holding had to face.
But the floor down here is asking for a stillness we forgot,
for the slowness that we promised and then somehow never got.
So we set the speed down softly and we let the moment widen. And the rushing that we lived in starts to quiet and to light. And now the only thing we're chasing is the warm against our chest. And the slowest hour we ever spend turns out to be the best.
Hold it slow with me, no need to reach the end.
The night is not a race we run,
it's something we can spend.
Put your weight against my weight
and let the hurry fall away.
Hold it slow with me,
let's stay inside this day.
We were always somewhere going, always one step out the door.
Hold this slow with me,
and let it ask for nothing more. Oh, hold it slow. Nowhere left to go.
Nowhere left to go. Oh, hold it slow.
slowly off the both of us tonight.
All the years we spent in motion, easing down into the light.
We have been each other's blur and each other's missing time.
Now we hold the slow between us like a low and steady chime.
And the love that kept on rushing
Was just waiting to be still.
all the speed we put between us
Turns to warmth against the chill.
so we hold it
And we hold it
like we always said we would. No more clock to beat tonight, no more door we have to fight. Just the slow against our breathing and the warm we left behind.
Hold it slow with me, no need to reach the end.
The night is not a race we run, it's
Something we can spend. Put your weight against my weight and let the hurry fall away.
hold it slow with me.
Let's stay inside this day.
We were always somewhere going.
Always one step out the door.
Oh, oh, oh.
Hold this slow with me and let it ask for nothing more. Oh, hold it slow.
Nowhere left to go.
Nowhere left to go. Oh, hold it slow.
Just the warm and the low. We held the slow on purpose.
In the hurry, let us be.
All the rushing that we lived in.
Finally set us free.
Not a race and not a missing.
Just a warm and steady stay.
The slowest hour we held this close
Is the one that wouldn't fade. I head for the night like water. Kept on swimming hard for sure. Arms against the current going. Gasping like I'd done before. Sure that if I stop my struggle, I would sink beneath it all. Held my breath, embraced my body for the falling and the fall. But the low end starts to lift me and it holds me like a hand. And it asks me just to soften, asks me not to understand. So I let my shoulders open and I let my fighting cease. And the water that I battled turns to something close to peace. Flow me through the night, I'm done with all the swimming. Let the dark hold up my body, I can feel the low begin. I was fighting every current like the deep will pull me down. Turns out when I stop the struggle is the moment I don't drown. Float me through the night, just let the baseline be the tide. I was bracing for the sinking, now I'm lifted on the ride. Ooh, float me slow, let me go. Ooh, float me slow on the deep and the low. I had treated every evening like a thing I had to win. Held my jaw against the darkness, kept my wanting locked within. Sure the only way to cross it was to muscle, was to strain. And I miss the way it carries when you give yourself to rain. Now the bass is in my breathing and it rocks me low and wide. In the night I fall so hard against this, lifting me inside. So I trust the dark to hold me and I let the current steer. And the thing I thought would drown me brings me weightless, brings me near. Something for too long is easing, something breaks begin. as gentle. The same second that you yield. How the thing you fought as drowning is the thing that keeps you healed. I was sure that letting go of it was just another word for under. Now I'm floating where I struggled and it fills me up with wonder. And the groove keeps rolling steady and it teaches me to trust. How to lay back on the water like a leaf, like quiet dust. Every wave I fought is dangerous, a wave I get to ride. And the night that meant to sink me carries me along its tide. I can feel it taking my weight off all the bracing, coming loose. All the swimming that I gave it, finally, what's the use? I have been my own resistance, I have fought my own release. Now I'm floating where I battled and the deep gives only peace. And the thing I thought would take me was the thing that holds me high. Quiet water, patient water, lifts me up against the sky. Flow me through the night. I'm done with all the swimming. Let the dark hold up my body. I can feel the low begin. I was fighting every current like the deep would pull me down. Turns out when I stop the struggle is the moment I don't drown. Flow me through the night. Just let the baseline be the tide. I was bracing for the sinking. Now I'm lifted on the ride. I floated through the night. I swore I'd have to fight to cross. All the struggle that I gave it turned to weightless, turned to gloss. Not a sinking, not a drowning, just a low and steady tide. The deep I braced against the most is what I'm resting on inside.
Half a room of amber light and half of it is gone. Just enough to find your shoulder where the lamp is leaning on. And I'm trying to stay easy, but my hands give me away. There's a heat I keep on holding that the low light won't let stay. I can feel it in my fingertips, a current I can't hide. Every time you shift the shadow, it's a wave I ride inside. And I swore that I'd be patient, but my breathing's coming quick. In the half-light where I find you, every quiet is too thick. I keep telling it to settle, but it rises through my chest. And the more I try to hold it down, the more it won't be pressed. Scheming in the low light, warmer than the words I lose. Half the room in shadow, half of it the gold I choose. I am trembling where I touch you, and I cannot make it still. All the heat I tried to bury is the thing that won't hold still. In the low light, closer than I dare to be, holding back and pouring out at once. You're undoing me. In the low light, holding me tight. In the low light, the heat breaking right. Practice being distant, I had learned to keep it cool. But the lamplight on your collarbone has made me break the rule. There's a quiet kind of fever in the way the dark goes warm. And the calm I came in wearing is unraveling its form. I can hardly keep my voice flat, I can hardly hold the line. Every inch the shadow gives me is a heat I can't confine. So I let the one come through me, and it shakes me where I sing. In the low light where I hold you, I am trembling everything. In the low light, warmer than the words I lose. Half the room in shadow, half of it the gold I choose. I am trembling where I touch you, and I cannot make it still. All
the heat I tried to bury is the thing that won't hold still. In the low light, closer than I dare to be, holding back and pouring out at once. You're undoing me. In the low light, holding it tight. In the low light, the heat break you right. In the low light, I can feel it slipping out of me before I get it down. Every careful thing I practice coming loose without a sound. I have held this heat for hours and it's leaking through my skin. In the half dark where I find you, there's no holding it back in. And the calm I walk to meet you is the thing that splits in two. All the distance I rehearsed comes undone the second that I move to you. I am trembling, and it's all because of you. Our skin in the low light, warmer than the words I lose. Half the room in shadow, half of it the gold I choose. I am trembling where I touch you and I cannot make it still. All the heat I tried to bury is the thing that won't hold still. In the low light, closer than I dare to be, holding back and pouring out at once. You're undoing me. Your shoulder and it held the heat in me. All the calm I came in wearing came apart for you to see. Not a flame and not a fever, just the warm I couldn't keep. And the one I tried to bury is the thing that ran the deep. There's a drum inside the quiet that I let go still too long. Kept it covered, kept it sleeping. Told myself I had no song. Let the days go by in silence with the heartbeat turned down low. And forgot the thing inside me had a rhythm it could throw. But the bassline starts to nudge it, and it knocks against my ribs. And the pulse I thought had left me sends a tremor through my limbs. So I press my hand against it and I feel it wanna play. There's a quiet drum inside me and it's done with gold and gray. Oh, the quiet drum, the one you let go cold. The beat was never broken, it was only growing old. Put your hand against your chest and feel it answer back the low. The quiet drum and let the sleeping rhythm show. You were never out of music, you just let the pulse go dim. Wake the quiet drum and let the whole night start again. Oh, wake it now. Ooh, the pulse knows how. Ooh, wake it now. The quiet coming loud. When it really was the numb. Let the silence
hours passed for calmness while the heart forgot the drum. Told myself I'd grown past needing all that rhythm in my blood, and I missed the way it moved me, missed the rolling in the flood. Now the low end finds a sleeper and he shakes it by the hand, and the beat I half abandoned starts to wake and understand. So I let the pulse come forward and I let it have the floor, and the quiet drum that slept in me is sleeping now no more. Something quiet starts to knock it, something old begins to stir, and the heartbeat I forgot about remembers what we were. The quiet drum, the one you let go cold. The beat was never broken, was only growing old. Put your hand against your chest and feel it answer back below. Wake the quiet drum and let the sleeping rhythm show. You were never out of music, you just let the pulse go dim. Wake the quiet drum and let the whole night start again. Wake it now. Ooh, the pulse knows how. Ooh, wake it now. The quiet coming loud. Low and sure and warm, the beat that I left sleeping is the thing that keeps me from the storm. Let the rhythm find my breathing, let it shake me from the still. I have been my own dead silence, I am done with going still. And the drum I thought was over was just waiting to be woke. Waking, now the rhythm's calling, and the quiet's finally broke. Funny how the rhythm waited all the years I let it rest. How the drum I thought was silent kept on beating in my chest. I was sure that I had lost it, sure the quiet was the end. Now the pulse is up and rolling, and it's calling me to mend. And the groove keeps building under me, and it teaches me to move. How to let the old beat carry what I thought I had to prove. Every silence I mistook for calm was just a drum that slept. Wicked, now the rhythm's rising, and it's mine to finally keep. Wake the quiet drum, the one you let go cold. The beat was never broken, it was only growing old. Put your hand against your chest and feel it answer back below. Wake the quiet drum and let the sleeping rhythm show. You were never out of music, you just let the pulse go dim. Wake the quiet drum and let the whole night start again. Wake it now. Ooh, the pulse knows how. Ooh, wake it now. The quiet coming loud. I want the drum I thought had died and felt it answer true. All the silence I've been keeping turned to rhythm rolling through. Not a noise and not a fury, just a pulse that knew my name. The quiet drum I let go cold is up and warm again. Like the line was made of stone,
And I'd held my head so tightly that I called the holding home.
thought to step would mean to fall there. Thought the dark beyond the rim
was a place you went to vanish, was a chance too far, too dim.
But the groove begins to soften where the heart begins to bend.
And the edge I feared is ending, is the edge where things begin.
So we walk out to the limit, where the floor begins to glow.
And we meet there at the edges that we never dared to know.
Meet me at the edge, where the dark goes warm and white.
The line we fed is falling,
Is the line where we collide.
I came out to my border,
You came out to your own.
meet me at the edge.
And neither one of us alone.
All the rooms we held in private,
All the place we finally met,
meet me at the edge.
where the heart turns soft and lets us say,
Oh, at the edge,
come to the ledge.
come to the ledge,
Oh,
at the edge.
where the warm meets the edge.
I had guarded all my edges, like the dark would take me whole.
And I traced the line 1,000 times,
And never crossed the bow.
but the bass comes warm and rolling, and it asks me to step out.
To the place I called a falling, that is nothing close to doubt.
So I move toward my own limit.
And I find you standing there,
Two of us who held our borders,
meeting in the open air.
and the heart that kept us separate turns to warm beneath our feet.
And the edges we defend are the place we get to meet.
No more guarding it alone, no more holding to the rim.
Just the two of us at the limit, where the warm comes flooding in. Meet me at the edge,
Where the dark goes warm and white.
the line we feared is falling.
Is the line where we collide.
I came out to my border,
You came out to your own,
meet me at the edge.
and neither one of us alone.
All the rooms we held in private,
All the place we finally met,
meet me at the edge.
where the heart turns soft and lets us say, feel the heart edge going gentle, where we stand against the night.
All the borders that we guarded, coming open to the light.
We have been our own close limits, we are walking to the rim.
Hand toward hand across the darkness, where the warmth comes flooding in.
And the edge I feared is falling,
Was the place I'd find you stand.
so we meet there,
So we meet there,
edge to edge, and
hand to hand. Meet me at the edge,
where the dark goes warm and white.
the line we feared is falling.
Is the line where we collide.
I came out to my border,
You came out to your own,
meet me at the edge.
and neither one of us alone.
All the rooms we held in private,
All the place we finally met,
meet me at the edge, where the heart turns soft and lets us say, meet me at the edge,
where the dark goes warm and white.
the line we feared is falling.
Is the line where we collide.
Came out to my border,
You came out to your own,
meet me at the edge.
and neither one of us alone.
All the rooms we held in private,
All the place we finally met,
meet me at the edge, where the heart turns soft and lets us say, oh, the edge,
come to the ledge,
to the ledge, oh, the edge.
where the warm meets the edge. We met there at the edges,
We swore we never crossed,
all the borders that we guarded.
turned to warm and not to lost.
Not a falling, not an ending.
Just an edge that turned to gold.
Two of us who held our limits,
Found a hand we get to hold. round. Oh, the loud I wore for armor kept the soft from coming round. So I let the room go nearly silent, and I let my own voice fall to a place that's almost nothing, to a hush behind it all. But the Lord stays beneath me, and it holds the quiet warm. And the smallest thing I'm saying carries more than any storm. I can feel it in my throat now, a heat the hush can't hide, something pressing through the softness that I cannot keep inside. Nearly nothing, barely sounding, just a breath above the low. And the quietest I've ever been is where the truest things will show. Almost a whisper, and it carries more than loud. The smallest thing I'm holding cuts straight through the crowd. I spend my life in volume, so the soft would not be heard. Now the quietest I'm able is the loudest kind of word. Almost a whisper, and the heat comes leaking through. The smaller that I sing it, the more it has to do. Almost a whisper, the soft growing bigger. Almost a whisper, and the low keeps it warmer. I had hidden in the noise of things and everything I'd say, piled the loud up like a wall, so soft would stay away. But a quiet held too tightly only swells inside the chest, and the heat I tried to bury barely lets me find my rest. So I let the volume soften and I let the small come through, and the closer that I sing it, the more the heat breaks loose. I can barely keep it whispered, I can barely keep it low. It's the truest thing about me, and the hush won't hold it low. Nearly nothing, barely sounding, just a breath above the low. And the quietest I've ever been is where the truest things will show. Almost a whisper, and it carries more than loud. The smallest thing I'm holding cuts straight through the crowd. I spend my life in volume, so the soft would not be heard. Now the quietest I'm able is the loudest kind of word. Almost a whisper, and the heat comes leaking through. The smaller that I sing it, the more it has to do. I can feel it pressing through the hush, the thing I almost hide. All the quiet that I lived in barely holds the heat inside. I have been my own loud cover, I have drowned my softest part. Now the smallest thing I'm saying is the whole of my own heart. And the quiet that I leaned on is the place the truth came loose. The softest I have ever sung is louder than the loud could use. Funny how the quiet reaches further than the loud I want. How the smallest thing I'm saying gets to places noise can't store. I was sure that being heard meant I would have to fill the air. Now the softest word I offer is the one that puts me there. And the groove stays low beneath me, and it teaches me to trust that the heat inside the whisper is the truest kind of must. Every loud I built for cover only kept the warm from view. Now the smallest thing I sing is the most that I can do. Almost a whisper, and it carries more whisper and said the thing out loud. All the quiet that I carried came up soft and came up proud. Not a shout and not a silence, just the heat I couldn't hush. The smallest thing I ever sang turned out to be the much. I had carried all my own weight, like a thing I couldn't share. Held my falling to myself, so no one had to see me there.
Thought to lean would be a failing, thought to rest would be a debt.
So I bore the whole of everything alone and quiet, soaked in sweat.
But the bass line comes in gentle, and it asks me to let down,
to hand the heavy over to the one that's all around.
So we hold each other softly and we carry taking turns.
And the load we bore in silence into something quiet burns. Carry me quietly,
no need to say a word.
the weight I held alone so long is something we have shared.
Put my falling in your steady, put your tired in my own.
Carry me quietly,
Neither one of us alone. All the lows we bore in silence,
all the lows we set to rest.
carry me quietly.
Your shoulder warm against my chest.
Oh, carry me low,
Soft and slow,
soft and slow.
oh carry me low.
Just the warm and the low.
I had thought my fall in private, thought my tide was mine to keep.
Wore my weariness like silence and refused to let it speak.
But your hand comes warm beneath me on the night I almost fold.
And the weight that I've been hoarding turns to something we can hold.
So I let you take a corner and I take a corner too.
And the load that broke me single is a thing that two can do.
Now the only thing we're holding is each other through the dark.
And the carry that was lonely turns to warm against the chop.
No more bearing it alone, no more falling out of sight. Just the two of us in turns now, carrying through the night. Carry me quietly,
No need to say a word.
the weight I held alone so long is something we have shared.
Put my falling in your steady, put your tired in my own.
Carry me quietly,
And neither one of us alone.
all the lows we bore in silence, all the lows we set to rest. Carry me quiet, your shoulder warm against my chest.
Oh, carry me low,
Soft and slow,
soft and slow.
oh carry me low.
Just the warm and the low. Funny how the weight goes lighter the same moment it is shared.
How the falling I was hiding is the thing you would have cared.
We are not out chasing rescue, we just want this out and know.
That the two who bore it lonely have a shoulder they can show.
And the groove keeps rolling under us,
And it teaches us to lean,
wide enough to fit too tight.
warm enough to mean.
Every load we bore in silence turns to one we get to hold.
And the carry that was lonely is a thing that two console.
Feel the weight come off my shoulders where your hand has found the load.
All the falling that I hid from you is something now we hold.
We have been our own lone carriers, we are done with bearing blind.
Hand beneath the heavy together, two of us and one woman.
And the load I called my own.
Was a thing we both could bear.
So we carry,
Soft and quiet, taking care. carry me quietly.
No need to say a word.
The weight I held alone so long is something we have shared.
Put my falling in your steady, put your tired in my own.
Carry me quietly,
And neither one of us alone.
all the lows we bore in silence, all the lows we set to rest. Carry me quiet, your shoulder warm against my chest.
We carried each other quietly.
In the falling let us be,
All the weight we bore in silence.
finally set us free.
Not a burden, not a falling.
Just a warm and steady hold.
Two of us who bore it lonely.
Found a shoulder we can fold.
Carry me low.
Soft and slow.
I had let the warm go quiet, let the glow go down to gray. Told myself the heat was finished, told myself it walked away. Banged the coals and turned my back there, called it grown and called it through. Let the cold come in the corners of the rooms I used to move through. But the baseline starts to gather, and it knocks against my chest. And the ash I call the ending has an ember it has kept. So I crouch back to the embers that I swore were good and done. And the Lord leans to meet me, and the heat is not yet gone. Something I thought finished starts to glow against the gray. And the fire I left for dead has been alive in me all day. Back to the fire, the one I swore went cold. Turns out the heat was waiting in the ash I left to fold. I called the warmer young things game, I called myself too old. Back to the fire, and the embers catching gold. I thought I left it dying in the dark. I walked on through. Back to the fire, and the heat was always true. Back to the fire, the heat climbing higher. Back to the fire, the ash turning to fire. I had buried it for safety, packed it right down out of sight. Told myself the dark was easier than tending to the light. But a cold left in the quiet keeps a low and steady glow. And the heat I thought abandoned was the part that wouldn't go. So the low comes warm beneath me, and it stirs the buried bright. And the ember I forsook for gray comes climbing toward the light. I don't have to start from nothing, I don't have to strike anew. The fire was only sleeping, and it knew its way back through. Something I thought finished starts to glow against the gray. And the fire I left for dead has been alive in me all day. Back to the fire, the one I swore went cold. Turns out the heat was waiting in the ash I left to fold. I call the warmer young things game, I call myself too old. Back to the fire, and the embers catching gold. I thought I left it dying in the dark. I walked on through. Back to the fire, and the heat was always true. Funny how the fire we abandoned keeps the cold for our return. How the warm we call a memory was a thing that meant to burn. I was sure I'd gone beyond it, sure the bite was for the young. Now the heat is up and climbing, and it's only just begun. And the groove keeps building under me, and it fans the buried glow. How to take the ash I'd given up and let it learn to grow. Every coat I made my home and was a fire I left away. Back to the fire, it's rising, and it isn't yet too late. Hear it stirring in the embers, low and warm and sure. Older than the gray I settled for, stronger than the cure. Let the coals catch on the kindling, let the berry bright come round. I have been my own cold hearted, I am done with going down. And the heat I called a memory was a fire all along. Back to the fire, it's climbing, and the dark is coming gone. Back to the fire, the one I swore in cold. Turns out the heat was waiting, the ash I left to fold. I called the warm and young things game, I called myself too old. Back to the fire, and the embers catching gold. I thought I left it dying in the dark. I walked on through. Back to the fire, and the heat was always true. Ooh, back to the fire. Ooh, the heat climbing higher. Ooh, back to the fire. Ooh, the ash turning to fire. I went back to the fire, head buried in the grave. How the heat I called a memory had never walked away. Not an ending, not in ashes, just a coal that got the glow. The fire I left for dead is up and warmer than I know. We had given up on mornings, learned to brace ourselves for grace.
Thought the night would always keep us, thought the dark had come to stay.
So we held each other tightly in the park before the light.
Sure, the warm we found at midnight was the most that we would get of bright.
But the baseline starts to lighten and the low begins to go.
And the dawn we'd stopped expecting puts a warmth across the cold.
So we wake against each other with the morning coming in. And the light we thought we lost comes warm and lands across our skin. Morning on our skin, the light we thought was gone.
Two of us still breathing as the dark gives up the dawn.
We braced ourselves for endless night, we never thought it'd break.
Morning on our skin and the gold is ours to take.
All the dawns we stopped believing, land warm across us now. Morning on our skin,
And the night has shown us how.
oh, the morning comes,
Warm on the skin,
warm on the skin.
oh, the morning comes and the light settles in.
I had quit my hope for daybreak, kept my looking turned away.
And I'd folded up my wanting for the light into the gray.
But your shoulder caught the first sun and your face went warm and gold.
And the dawn I'd stopped expecting was a thing that two could hold.
So the low end starts to brighten and the dark begins to thin.
And the morning weed abandoned comes and lands across our skin.
Now the only thing we're holding is the warm of breaking light.
And the dawn that we'd forgotten is the gold that ends the night.
No more bracing for the dark, no more dawn we can't believe.
Just the two of us in morning and the goal we get to keep. Oh, the morning comes,
Warm on the skin,
warm on the skin. Oh, the morning comes, and the light settles in.
feel the warmth come over both of us when night had held us tight.
All the mornings we stopped hoping for arriving with the light.
We are braced for endless darkness, we are waking to the goal.
Hand in hand against the daybreak with the warm we get to hold.
And the dawn I thought was over,
Lands across us soft and true.
so we wake there
So we wake there
in the morning made for two.
morning on our skin. The light we thought was gone.
Two of us still breathing.
And as the dark gives up the dawn, we braced ourselves for endless night. We never thought it'd break.
Morning on our skin.
And the gold is ours to take. All the dawns we stopped believing land warm across us now. Morning on our skin, and the night has shown us how. Morning on our skin, the light we thought was gone.
Two of us still breathing as the dark gives up the dawn.
We braced ourselves for endless night. We never thought it'd break.
Morning on our skin, and the gold is ours to take.
All the dawns we stopped believing land warm across us now. Morning on our skin, and the night has shown us how. Oh, the morning comes,
Warm on the skin,
warm on the skin. Oh, the morning comes, and the light settles in.
the morning came across our skin.
The way we stopped to dream
All the dawns we left for dead.
arrived inside the beam.
Not an endless dark, not a great.
Just a warm and breaking gold.
Two of us who quit on mornings have a daybreak
We can hold.
There's a low that finds my breastbone and the floor begins to roll, and it travels up my spine like it was made to fill the hole. I had lived up in my thinking, all the noise inside my head, and I missed the way the bass can speak in places words have fled. But the sub comes up to meet me, and it hums beneath the skin, and the floor goes down forever, and the low end pulls me in. So I let the deep run through me like a current in the bone, and the bass that hits my chest tonight is more than I have known. Deep as the floor goes, the low end fills my chest. Down where the bass is speaking is the place I rest. I spend my whole life in my head, and all the noise I made. Deep as the floor goes, the lowest come to wait. All the words I couldn't say are in the rolling of the ground. Deep as the floor goes, I'm undone inside the sound. Ooh, deep as it goes. Treated bodies lightly, kept my living in my mind, left the rolling and the
But a chest can only argue for so long against the load. And the bass that fills the floorboards is a truth I had to know. Now the sub is in my marrow and it shakes the careful out. And the deep that I ignored so long is what it's all about. So I move the way it moves me and I let the low take hold. And the floor goes down beneath me into warm and into gold. Something I held up in my head comes loose inside the ground. And the bass that fills my chest tonight says more than any sound. Deep as the floor goes, the low one fills my chest. Down where the bass is speaking is the place I rest. I spend my whole life in my head, in all the noise I made. Deep as the floor goes, the lowest come to wait. All the words I couldn't say are in the rolling of the ground. Deep as the floor goes, I'm undone inside the sound. How the floor goes deeper the same moment that you give. How the low you barely noticed is the place you finally live. I was sure the truth was upward in the bright and in the loud. Now I find it down in the baseline, in the deep beneath the crowd. And the groove keeps rolling under me and it pulls me toward the floor. I'ma let the low go through me till there's nothing held in store. Every height I chase my answers only thin me to the air. Now the deep is what's beneath me and the truth is waiting there. Hear it rolling in the floorboards, low and warm and wide. The bass that I dismissed for years is what I'm filled with now inside. Let the deep come up to meet me, let the low end have the floor. I have lived above my body, I am living, there's no more. And the bass I barely noticed is the truth I couldn't hear. Deep as the floor goes, it's rolling and it pulls me low and near. Something I held up in my head comes loose inside the ground. And the bass that fills my chest tonight says more than any sound. Deep as the flow goes, the low one fills my chest. Down where the bass is speaking is the place I rest. I spend my whole life in my head, in all the noise I made. Deep as the floor goes, the lowest come to wait. All the words I couldn't say are in the rolling of the ground. Deep as the floor goes, I'm undone inside the sound. Deep as it goes, the low that knows. Deep as it goes, where the bass overflows. I went deep as the flow would go and felt it fill me too. All the thinking I had lived and turned to low and turned to true. Not a hide and not an answer, just a bass that knew my chest. Deep as the flow goes is the only place I rest.
Hey, I had danced with my arms folded, kept my body half awake, held the music at a distance, like the floor would make me pay. Let the rhythm move my edges, but I never let it in. Kept the closed up parts of me from where the open would begin. But the low end finds my hips now, and it rolls me past the wall. And the floor that I have trusted is the place I give it all. So I let my shoulders open and I let the music win. And the clothes off thing I carry starts to dance and let it in. Something I held shut is moving. Something breaks, begins to sway. And the floor I kept at arm's length is the place I come away. Open on the floor, no part of me held back. The rhythm finds the corners that I kept beneath the back. I dance my whole life body with my arms across my chest. Open on the floor, and the music does the rest. All the clothes up things I carry come unfolding in the sound. Open on the floor, and there's nothing left to round. Open it wide, ooh, nothing to hide. Ooh, open it wide, on the deep and the tide. I'd move but never fully, kept the chamber locked away. Let the floor see half my body, while the rest of me would stay. But a rhythm in the low end has a way of finding doors, and the part of me I've guarded comes unlatched across the floors. So the bassline finds my breathing, and my body starts to give. And the closed up thing inside me finally learns how to live. I can barely hold it shut now, I can barely keep it tame. It's the truest thing about me, and it's dancing with no shame. Open on the floor, no part of me held back. The rhythm finds the corners that I kept beneath the black. I dance my whole life guarded with my arms across my chest. Open on the floor, and the music does the rest. All the clothes up things I carry come unfolding in the sound. Open on the floor, and there's nothing left to round. Open it wide, ooh, nothing to hide. Ooh, open it wide, ooh, on the deep and the tide. Funny how the floor unlocks you the same second that you sway. How the part you guard the hardest is the part that wants to play. I was sure that staying closed off was the only way to stand. Now I'm open in the rhythm, and the whole of me's at hand. And the groove keeps rolling under me, and it teaches me to give. How to let the music open what I never let me live. Everywhere I built for safety was a door across the beat. Now I'm open on the floor, and there is nothing I can't meet. Open on the floor, no part of me held back. The rhythm finds the corners that I kept beneath the black. I dance my whole life guarded with my arms across my chest. Open on the floor, and the music does the rest. All the clothes are things I carry come unfolding in the sound. Open on the floor, and there's nothing left around. Open it wide, ooh, nothing to hide.
body burning more. The part of me I locked away is open on the floor.
I had thought that strength was ours, thought that power had to roar, that the way to move a mountain was to thunder at his door. So I spent my younger temper trying hard to crack the sky, and the more I tried to bellow, the more nothing would reply. But the low end beach is different, and it rolls beneath the ground, and the strongest thing that moves the floor is the lowest kind of sound. So I let my thunder settle, let it stay down near the bone, and the power that I'm holding is the quiet I have grown. Something fierce can keep his volume low and never lose his way, and the thunder I once shouted moves more held down low and straight. Thunder stays low, it doesn't need to shake the air. The power in the quiet is the strength they don't prepare. I spent my whole life roaring, sure that loud was being strong. Thunder stays low, and it carries all night long. All the fury I was shouting moves more held down near the ground. Thunder stays low, it's the deepest kind of sound. Ooh, thunder low, ooh, the deep that won't show. Thunder low, where the strong roll slow. I had measured all my power by the noise that I could make. Thought a quiet man was weakness, thought a soft voice meant to break. But a strength that has to holler is a strength that's running thin, and the deepest kind of power keeps it low and holds it in. Now the bass comes warm and rolling, and it moves more than a shout, and the thunder I have grown into is what the quiet's all about. So I let the loud go silent, and I let the low go deep, and the power I've been faking turns to strength I get to keep. Something fierce can keep its volume low and never lose its way, and the thunder I once shouted moves more held down low and straight. Thunder stays low, it doesn't need to shake the air. The power in the quiet is the strength they don't prepare. I spent my whole life roaring, sure that loud was being strong. Thunder stays low, and it carries all night long. All the fury I was shouting moves more held down near the ground. Thunder stays low, it's the deepest kind of sound. Ooh, thunder low, ooh, the deep that won't show. Thunder low, where the strong roll slow. Floorboards, low and warm and sure, quieter than all my shouting, stronger than the cure. Let the thunder stay down deep there, let it move without the noise. I have spent my years in volume, I am done with borrowed poise, and the strength I tried to holler was a thing I had to hush. Thunder stays low, it's rolling, and it carries more than rush.
Funny how the quiet carries when the loud has worn away. How the strength I kept on shouting moves the most when soft and gray. I was sure the world would budge for me the louder I would call. Now the lowest thing I offer is the thing that moves it all. And the groove keeps rolling under me, and it shows me how to bend, how to keep the thunder near the bone and let it never end. Every roar I sent for power only pinned me to a shout. Now the low is what I carry, and it's what the strong's about. It stays low, it doesn't need to shake the air. The power in the quiet is the strength they don't prepare. I spent my whole life roaring, sure that loud was being strong. Thunder stays low, and it carries all night long. All the fury I was shouting moves more held down near the ground. Thunder stays low, it's the deepest kind of sound. Ooh, thunder low. Ooh, the deep that won't show. Thunder low, where the strong roll slow. The thunder stay down low in me and move more than a roar. All the loud I use for power isn't power anymore. Not a shout, not a fury, just a deep that held its ground. The quietest strength I ever found is the lowest kind of sound. I had carried all this heavy like it sentenced me to ground. Sure, the weight upon my shoulders was a thing that kept me bound. Named it failure, named it burden, named it everything I lacked. Let it press me toward the floorboards with the whole of nothing back. But the baseline lives beneath it, and it shows the way to go. And the heavy I was hauling isn't holding me no more. So I let the low come under it, and I feel the burden turn. And the thing that pressed me downward is the thing that helps me learn. Heavy turns to light, the weight becomes the wind. The load I dragged for years is now the thing that makes me sing. I thought it came to bury me, I thought it meant to stay. Heavy turns to light, and it lifts me up today. All the burden that I carry turns to gold against the night. Heavy turns to light, and the dark gives up to bright. Oh, heavy to light, ooh, ooh, the weight taking flight. Ooh, ooh, heavy to light, ooh, ooh, the low turning bright. I had thought the heavy useless, just a thing that helped me low. Just a weight I never wanted, that I never chose to grow. But a burden carried far enough begins to build the back. And the strength I never asked for is the gift, the heavy pack. Now the low end finds the weight there, and it teaches it to fly. And the load I cursed for years becomes the thing that lifts me high. So I let the heavy change on me, let it turn into the climb. And the burden of the climbing is the wing I have this time. Something I drag, this dead weight starts to open like a wing. And the load I thought would sink me is the thing that makes me scream. Heavy turns the light, the weight becomes the wing. The load I dragged for years is now the thing that makes me sing. I thought it came to bury me, I thought it meant to stay. Heavy turns to light, and it lifts me up today. All the burden that I carry turns to gold against the night. Heavy turns to light, and the dark gives up to bright. Oh, heavy to light, ooh, ooh, the weight taking flight. Ooh, ooh, it shifting off the shoulders. Feel the burden start to turn. All the heavy I was hauling is the strength I had to earn. Let the load become a lifting, let the weight become the rise. I have been my own dead anchor, I am opening like skies. And the burden I was cursing was a wing I couldn't see. All the weight I drag through winters is the lift that sets me free. Heavy turns to light, is lifting, and it's carrying me free. Oh, something I dragged as dead weight starts to open like a wing. And the load I thought would sink me is the thing that makes me spring. Heavy turns to light, the weight becomes the wing. The load I dragged for years is now the thing that makes me sing. I thought it came to bury me, I thought it meant to stay. Heavy turns to light, and it lifts me up today. All the burden that I carry turns to gold against the night. Ooh, heavy turns to light, and the dark gives up to pride. Oh, heavy to light, the weight taking flight. Oh, heavy to light, the load turning bright. The heavy turned to lion, the burden turned to fly. All the load I dragged through darkness came up gold against the night. Not a sentence, not an anchor, just a weight that learned to rise. The thing I thought would bury me is lifting toward the skies. We have spent so long down on the ground, we have forgot to rise.
Let the falling feel like resting, let the low become disguise.
Thought the standing was for stronger, thought the up was not for us.
So we lay there in the quiet with the weight and with the dust.
But the baseline comes in under us and it offers up ahead.
And the sound becomes a scaffold that can teach us how to stand.
So we put our weight upon it and we feel the music hold.
And the two laying shadows start to rise against the cold.
Something underneath us lifts us, something low begins to climb. And the floor we fell upon becomes the thing we rise this time.
Stand up in the sound,
Let the music take your weight,
the low end is a scaffold,
and it's holding up the frame
we lay so long in shadow.
that we have forgot to climb.
Stand up in the sound,
We are rising one more time.
All the falling that we rested in becomes the ground we leave.
stand up in the sound,
It's the strength that we believe.
Oh, stand in the sound,
Rise from the ground,
rise from the ground,
stand in the sound.
where the Lord holds us round.
I have made my home in falling, made the floor a kind of friend. Then I called the lion down, the rest that didn't have to end.
But a body wasn't built to stay forever in the low.
And the sound comes warm to lift us where we both forgot to go.
So the bass becomes a railing, and the rhythm finds my spine.
And the two lay in shadows
Start to stand and start to shine.
Now the only thing we're doing is the rising slow and sure.
And the falling that we lived in is a thing we rise above.
sunshine underneath us lifts us, something low begins to climb.
And the floor we fell upon becomes the thing we rise
up in the sound.
Let the music take you away.
The low end is a scaffold,
And it's holding up the frame
we lay so long in shadow
that we have forgot to climb.
stand up in the sound.
We are rising one more time.
All the falling that we rested in becomes the ground we leave.
Stand up in the sound.
It's the strength that we believe.
Oh, stand in the sound.
Rise from the ground.
Rise from the ground
Oh, stand in the sound.
Where the low holds us wrong.
Funny how the rising finds you the same moment that you left.
how the sound becomes the standing that the falling never.
And the groove keeps lifting under us, and it teaches us to climb.
Wide enough to hold two risers, strong enough this time.
Every floor we fell upon
Becomes the strength beneath our feet. And the two who lay in shadow are the two the sound will lift to me.
Oh, feel the music take the weight off.
Feel the low begin to lift.
All the falling now we rested.
In becoming our gift.
We have been our own dead weight here. We are rising on the sound.
Hand in hand against the low end with the strength we finally found.
And the floor we fell upon
Is the thing that holds us high.
so we rise there,
So we rise there.
standing up against the sky.
Stand up in the sound.
Let the music take your weight,
The low end is a scaffold,
and it's holding up the frame
we lay so long in shadow.
that we have forgot to climb.
Stand up in the sound.
We are rising one more time.
All the falling that we rested in becomes the ground we leave.
Stand up in the sound.
It's the strength that we believe.
Oh, stand in the sound.
Rise from the ground.
Rise from the ground.
Stand in the sound.
Where the low holds us round. We stood up in the sound. Took the weight we couldn't bear.
All the falling that we rested in.
Became the rising air.
Not a lion, not a shadow.
Just the strength the music found. Two who lay so long in darkness are the two that stand in sound.
We have danced the whole night open, and the morning's coming near. And the warmth we found together is a thing we get to steer. All the heat we lit at midnight, all the load that filled our chest, isn't something that we leave here. It's the fire we take and keep. 'Cause the night was never just a night, it was a call to bring along. And the floor we stood and burned on, lit a thing that won't be gone. So I gather up the embers of the hours that we grew, and I'm carrying this fire home and taking it with you. No more leaving it behind us when the lights come up at dawn. All the heat we made together is the thing we carry on. Take the fire home, the one we lit tonight. Carry all this warmth we found into the breaking light. The floor will empty out at dawn, but the heat is ours to hold. Take the fire home, and the morning won't be cold. All the night we burn together is a call we get to keep. Take the fire home. had treated nights like candles, just a flame that burns and dies. Let the morning take the warm away and leave me with the skies. But a fire that you carry isn't bound to one dark room. It's a thing you take to Monday. It's a call against the gloom. Now the low end fills my breastbone and the heat is in my hands. And the night we made together is a fire that still stands. So I lift it from the floorboards and I hold it to my chest. And the warm we lit at midnight is the thing that I take best. Every flame I let go cold before was a fire I should have brought. Take the fire home, I know it now. It's the lesson midnight taught. Take the fire home, the one we lit tonight. Carry all this warmth we found into the breaking light. The floor will empty out at dawn, but the heat is ours to hold. Take the fire home, and the morning won't be cold. All the night we burn together is a call we get to keep. Take the fire home, it's the thing we don't release. Oh, take it home. Ooh, the fire we own. Oh, take it home, the warm we have grown. Hear it climbing in the floorboards, warm and golden show. Bigger than the single room it lit, stronger than before. Let the whole night come behind us, let the warm light up the way. We are not the people leaving where the fire taking day. And the heat we lit at midnight is a thing we get to bring. Take the fire home, it's rising, and the dawn begins to sing. Take the fire home, the one we lit tonight. Carry all this warmth we found into the breaking light. The floor will empty out at dawn, but the heat is ours to hold. Take the fire home, and the morning won't be cold. All the night we burn together, it's a call we get to keep. Take the fire home, it's the thing we don't release. So take it home. Ooh, the fire we own. Oh, take it home, the warm we have grown. The floor went quiet, the lights came up, and the morning found us warm. All the fire we lit together came along to face the storm. Not a candle, not in ashes, just a call we get to keep. And the night we thought would leave us is the warm we take to keep. So we carried home the fire, and it's burning here still. And maybe that's the whole of it. The heat was never the room, it was us all alone.